And this next one is called Imbolc. And for anyone who doesn't know, Imbolc is an old Irish name for the first day of spring, St. Bridget's Day, the 1st of February. And for most people, I presume, know that the coming of spring can also be an internal occasion, and the winter that preceded it can have been a long time. And this poem came to me after a long period of silence and a long period of darkness, really. A couple of years my health had failed, I was housebound for a long time, and I kind of lost everything fell away from me. And it looked like it was going to go on forever like that, but it didn't. The day is starting to lengthen bit by bit every day, and I found myself being able to go out again and to go a little further every day until the morning came when I made it to the river. And down there at the river that morning as I came around the bend, 2 mallards flew off the river and flashed away through the trees. And that sudden flash of movement stirred something in me that had been asleep for a long, long time. I suppose it stirred the poet in me, and I knew then I was going to be well again, I was going to make it through. But what it really stirred, I think, was a gift that had been given to me in childhood by my grandmother. The gift of a love and a reverence for the natural world. And for those 3 years I thought I'd been alone. But I knew then that I hadn't. That she'd been with me all the way through it, and she had held me. And she had carried me. So, Imbolc. The heart has seasons. It is winter now, and it has been for a long time. The trees stand bare, their sap sunk deep in the earth. The pulse of life is weak and weakening. Hours go by, like years. My tears are hailstones lashing the cliffs of my cheek. My tongue is an iceberg trapped in the estuary of my mouth. The bright birds of my dreams have flown to sunnier shores. No singing now, but the waves roar in the caves of my ears. The wind sighed through the withered sedge of my hair. This morning I spied 2 mallards on the river. Through the trees they lifted high into the air, and as they did, something rose up with them, a skin or a scum that had been hanging there, and into that space a softness spilled, a hum that seemed to whisper, something good is coming. Fish flashed up and down the river. I kneel on the grass and I wash my face in the dew. Wash my eyes clean till I see my childhood again. It is Bridget's morning. The fingers of dawn are feathering my face through the curtain. My grandmother is standing in the womb dark door calling me to come. We creep down the stairs and move across the cold flagged floor, out across the yard to where the hawthorn stands. There we kneel and say our prayers, ask for Bridget's blessing in the year to come, while high in the brightening air a flock of golden plovers flash their adulation to the sun. She lays her breedog on the blessed earth. We wash our feet and faces in the dew, then dance 3 times sunwise around it. The morning star is blinking through a cloud over Comerford's hill, and as we dance her crone mask falls away, and she is a girl again springing through the fields. A burst of snowdrops sing by the reek of hay, and 2 mallards swim in the eyes of the laughing stream. We come back to the kitchen, rake out the fire, kindle a flame from the near spent embers. As my grandmother sings, the flame rises higher, and with each word they seem to remember the life that has slept at the heart of winter's dream, which is moving now through the house and the fields, singing the world into being. It is evening. I am down at the river again. The sun gleams through the eyes of the life-giving rain. Those bright plumed birds have returned from the south, and my tongue is a tide, rising and falling in the estuary of my mouth.